Hello, it is Friday and it is the 6th of July 2012. I'm not too sure how good the quality of the audio in sync with the video is going to be, but this video on Alex Jones' channel, well, let's play it.
Is crack worse for a person than marijuana?
I believe all illegal drugs are bad.
Is methamphetamine worse for somebody's health than marijuana?
I don't think any illegal drug
Is
is good.
heroin worse for someone's health than marijuana?
Again, all.
I mean, either yes, no, or I don't know. I mean, if you don't know, you can look this up. You should know this as the chief administrator for the Drug Enforcement Agency. I'm asking you a very straightforward question. Is heroin worse for someone's health than marijuana?
All illegal drugs are bad.
Does this mean you don't know?
Heroin causes an addiction.
Okay.
It causes many problems. It's very hard to kick.
So does that mean that the health impact of heroin is worse than marijuana? Is that what you're telling me?
I think you're asking a subjective question.
No, it's objective. Just looking at the science, this is your area of expertise. I'm a layperson, but I've read some of the studies. I'm aware of it. I'm just asking you as an expert in the subject area, is heroin or someone's health than marijuana?
And I'm answering as a police officer and as a DEA agent that these drugs are illegal because they are dangerous, because they are addictive, because they...
Okay, so because drugs are dangerous and illegal, dangerous and addictive, that's it, they are illegal. And what I wish this gentleman would have continued on with are some of the legal drugs that are both addictive and harmful. I think most people should kind of figure out several of them, at least a handful, 2, 3, 4 of them, to say the least. I was watching a video earlier today. This was from Scrap Gold Business, who had this article. Coin collector learns the difference between legal tender and spending money the hard way. What's the difference between legal tender and spending money? A big headache for a Scarborough man who learned the hard way that banks aren't obligated to honor collectors' coins at face value, even if they come from the Royal Canadian Mint. 2 months ago, 32-year-old Orest Folkeen took advantage of a deal on a new silver coin the Mint had stamped to commemorate Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee. The coin retails for $25, but Folkeen was able to buy more than 30 of them for their $20 face value. On Tuesday, he needed money quickly, and with no cash at hand, he headed to a CIBC branch. And for those people who are not familiar with what CIBC means, it's a bank company, near Kingston Road and Midland Road, with one of his silver coins, hoping to exchange it in for cash or deposit into his account. Now, what's interesting, it's funny. I don't know if I want to say funny. It's what it is. So that's probably the best way of pointing it out. But on Tuesday, he needed money with no cash. So he took his silver coins when he needed money to exchange it into cash. That is just insane. But the teller there told him he could do neither, rejecting Folkeen's silver coin. When he appealed to the manager, he again told he couldn't exchange the coin for cash. When he tried a nearby Royal Bank and Bank of Montreal branch, and he heard the same answer, he got steamed. He had bought the coin legitimately and had been assured it was legal tender. So he couldn't figure out why banks wouldn't recognize his coin as real money. This is the most ridiculous explanation I've ever heard in my life. Well, I know I just did a different subject. I've heard a lot of ridiculous explanations, quite frankly. And nothing in the description of the coin states it's not currency, so who was right, the customer with the legal tender coin or the banks who kept rejecting it? They're both correct, says Royal Canadian Mint Alex Reeves. He explains all coins produced by the Mint are legal tender. meaning they can be exchanged for goods and services at face value, but only circulating legal tender can be readily spent and traded at business and banks. This is the important paragraph amongst the rest of them, although I pretty much have read it all. This is the most important paragraph. Let's go through this again. First line, the first part of the sentence. He explains all coins produced by the mint are legal tender, meaning they can be exchanged for goods or services at face value, but only circulating legal tender can be readily spent and traded at business and banks. Why don't people have the option to refuse fiat legal tender dollars, though? And I'm saying this because we do not live in a slavery. If we lived in a slavery, we would be forced into doing things like this. But the mainstream media tells us we don't have a slavery system. We have a free market system. Now, that's what's great about a free market, is someone can say, yeah, you know what? I really, really don't want it. No, I really don't. I don't want it. But then again, they should say the same thing. I don't want a fiat debt note. It's legal tender, guaranteed to cause debt and suffering around the world. No, I don't want it. But that's the way the world is as of today. But again, I guess there's two paragraphs. This one here, and then just again reading the paragraph where they say he needed money quickly, so he got one of his silver coins. You know, a lot of mind control can be done to make people think so illogically at times, or multiple times, if maybe one of their times might be an entire or large percentage of a lifetime. This summer, I will try to spend one of those $20 coins. I will obviously get my video camera out, take me going into a store beforehand, probably showing the coin. I'd probably have no choice but to put the camera in my pocket or something, so all you would get would be audio from that point on. But it would be interesting to see how easy it would be for me, or how clueless it would be that the clerk would be regarding the silver coin. Because quite frankly, I could understand without a shadow of a doubt that when a business, a convenience store, a Wendy's with a 17-year-old clerk takes a look at this coin, they have no idea what it is, and they'd have to ask questions. I would totally understand it. But a clerk at a bank, I could not understand, because they should know all the ins and outs about fiat debt notes. They should know all of the legal tenders. They should know without a shadow of a doubt how it is made and how it is used to destroy society. And then they look at it and they're like, oh great, we can see people suffering. Isn't that so amazing that we don't have any type of system that is for the people? Man, that is so amazing. But hey, I got this $85,000 salary, so wait a second, no I don't. Oh, I'll suffer a bit, but hey, this is just the way it's made, and you just got to accept it. He, one bank teller may say. I don't know. But in reality, bank tellers, they don't have an idea how currency is created, which is exactly why I did that little weird 30-second joke there, because quite frankly, hardly anybody does. Because if you're in the know, then you are by far the vast minority. Thank you for tuning in.